We're good? All right, we'll call back into general open session. Council members, before you, we just held executive session where we were briefed on outstanding legal issues and the resignation of our town attorney. Do we have any possible actions to?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to accept Ms. Burnett's resignation, but retain her services at her hourly rate until a new town attorney is hired and up to speed on the litigation cases that are already in progress.
So move. It's been probably motion and seconded to retain Ms. Burnett, a change of her fee schedule, and stay on until a new town attorney is named, placed, and trained. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it, the motion carries. Any further comments before we entertain a motion to adjourn?
I'd just like to publicly acknowledge Ms. Burnett and thank you for your service.
Thank you, ma'am. I know you're right next door. You're not going anywhere. For the record, I just will also announce that Mr. Ed Parler, our economic development consultant, did also resign. I assumed he was going to be here to talk, but I just want to let the public know. That is not a mandatory position that we fill as a town, so he has resigned. Do you remember the effective date?
October 15th.
October 15th. Thank you. All right. Maybe entertain a motion to it. Please, Councilman Griffin.
One question before you adjourn. Have we heard anything in reference to the senior citizen building that's being built? Has it stopped?
I do not know. Anybody know?
Councilman Griffin,
I received correspondence that they ran out of material. And it's still getting back in because of COVID and transport and everything else. But I knew that we hadn't said anything, so I wasn't sure.
Councilman Griffin, I haven't not heard that, but I will find out and let you know tomorrow.
Can you confirm that? Mr. McKendrick might be able to shed a little bit of light,
Please,
Mr.
sir,
Mayor.
if you have information.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor, that is strictly a supply chain issue. They are working on the interior of the building, but they are having some supply chain issues for the exterior. So it would appear to some passersby that they had stopped, but they did have to stop work on the exterior building.
Go ahead.
Is someone talking?
Yes, Councilman Griffin, Mr. McKendrick said that there's been a supply chain issue with the materials for the exterior of the building, and so, but they are working on the interior, and but it may appear just from observation that there's nothing going on just because they're not working on the outside anymore. But that was his report. They are continuing to work, but just on the interior. I'll work on an update as well from our building inspectors.
Oh, one other thing, Mr. Mayor.
Councilman Brock, please.
On Friday nights, as I alluded to earlier, we have soccer in the park. And several individuals have expressed to me that they don't have access to restrooms.
Excuse me. Everybody has a growl to me. I can't hear anything. It sounds like a growl.
I'm sorry. Should I walk over there?
Yeah, please do,
Okay.
if you don't mind, Councilman.
I don't mind.
Did you hear what I said, Councilman Griffin?
Sorry for the inconvenience.
No.
Larry, can you hear me?
Yes.
I
Speak
think
into
you
the
said yes.
computer because that's coming through.
As I was saying, individuals on Friday nights have expressed that they don't have access to adequate restroom facilities. So, and there's 100, 150 or so people out there from 6 p.m. to 7:30. I would recommend that we just look at getting a couple porta potties out there for Friday. It's not expensive. I don't think it necessarily needs any sort of motion. It would just be something that could alleviate those few individuals, relieve might be a better word, those few individuals that are out there for that short period of time. I mean, we have invested our time, our effort, and our resources, and, you know, we can get a couple porta potties out there, I think. So So that's the only thing I have to add at the conclusion of this meeting. Thank you.
Other comments before we move to adjourn? Okay.
Motion to adjourn, sir.
So move.
Been probably motion and seconded to adjourn tonight's meeting. Any further conversation? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? The ayes have it, we're adjourned.